There are some Sony fans in the gaming community whose opinion on gaming has aged like warm milk.
I think this milk might be split.
Just like the rancid underbelly of 13-year-old milk, these ponies' opinion on gaming has always lacked substance, has always failed to come true. And today you will see how, a recent survey really proves that these Sony fans know absolutely nothing at all. In addition to that, we will talk about how the majority of the Xbox community was going to boycott the Jeff Keighley Game Awards. Simply because, there's a lot of sketchy business going on with this Game Awards. Nominees are off, those who are doing the nominations are off, and just some categories, especially one for Game of the Year, does not represent some of the major games that was released this year. But I digress. Yes, the Xbox gaming community was going to boycott, this Game Awards, but Xbox is trying to convince their fans to reconsider. We'll talk about all that and more. So let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So let's first start off with some smaller news. After Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard King, Sony really did feel like a truck hit them in their face.
Oh, good! One and done! He ain't getting up!
Everyone have been saying, Sony, stay down, Sony, stay down. But being the arrogant ponies that they are, they keep getting up and they keep trying to fight with acquiring other and making deals with other companies. Right now, Sony has just came into a deal with the South Korean developers responsible for Stellar Blade. Yes, you know that Bayonetta ripoff, the game that tried to copy Bayonetta walk, talk, and even fighting style. Yes, that game that lacked originality. Yes, Stellar Blade. So what would Stellar Blade, the guys there at Stellar Blade, be helping Sony with? Is it with developing AAA single-player narrative games? Well, one of the main things they will be helping Sony with is developing phone games. This is a prelude to what we are going to speak later down in the video. I recall Sony fans saying that, Microsoft was wrong for trying to diversify their market, going into phone, going into, laptop, PC, and so forth. But it seems like Sony is doing the exact same thing. So I wonder if their tune might change when they see that Sony is doing this. So it's very clear that this is one of what Sony is planning to do to answer back that Activision Blizzard deal, getting into mobile with this Korean company. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think that this is a good answer back to the Activision Blizzard King deal? Let me know in the comment sections below. Up next is the 2023 Jeff Keighley Game Awards. Yes, this year's Game Awards seem to be very sketchy. From Jeff Keighley and his so-called 120 merry men and women appointing Dave the Diver as an independent game. And then when asked what is an independent game, Jeff Keighley making up some foolish excuse, saying this is also what an independent game means. From them appointing someone who did not coach a team, an esports team. He did not coach the esports team, but they appointed him. And for them saying that Cyberpunk was the best ongoing game, although it is not an ongoing game. So to say that this Game Award looks sketchy is an understatement. Well, Xbox fans was going to boycott this Game Awards, but some new information recently came out that suggests that the Xbox team might be announcing something big for the Game Awards or in the Game Awards. Let's listen and see what they said.
Xbox teasing big announcements for the Game Awards. With just over a week until the Game Awards 2023, Microsoft teases Xbox news that fans don't want to miss at the upcoming showcase. With just over a week to go until the Game Awards 2023, Xbox is teasing a major announcement. In addition to being a show dedicated to celebrating excellence in the gaming industry, the Game Awards has historically been a night of reveals and announcements. Fans are already circling December 7th as a potentially exciting day for Xbox Game Pass subscribers, as the service typically has a considerable presence at the awards show. However, the Game Awards isn't just a platform for Game Pass announcements. The show has given fans first looks at some of the biggest titles of the past few years. Microsoft, specifically, has had a major presence at the show, as the Xbox Series X console was unveiled at the Game Awards the year before its launch. Now, Microsoft is teasing important announcements and other Xbox news that fans don't want to miss for the Game Awards 2023. An image teasing the upcoming announcements is making the rounds on social media. The Game Awards will livestream around the world next Thursday, December 7th, at 4:30 p.m. PT. There is no word yet as to what exactly these announcements and news updates will entail, but that hasn't stopped gamers from speculating. One plausible theory is that Xbox could make an announcement concerning Activision Blizzard titles coming to Game Pass. After Bethesda games launched so quickly on the subscription service, following its acquisition, fans were curious as to why the same wasn't true for Activision Blizzard titles. However, Phil Spencer has explained Activision Blizzard titles will take time to reach Game Pass due to the uncertainty of the deal that loomed until it was finalized. Perhaps next week is the right time to finally give an update, following the $69 billion acquisition.
Now, this is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. What do you guys think Microsoft would announce at the Game Awards? Do you think it would be Gears of War? Do you think it's a brand new game, a brand new IP, new hardware? What would Microsoft announce? Maybe you guys know, maybe you guys have some insider information. Let me know in the comment sections below. Let me see the best guess of what Microsoft is going to announce at the Game Awards. Now, I'll tell you something. I've been in these gaming streets for a very long time. Now, I have seen a number of gamers, especially Sony fans, who would have made a number of predictions for Microsoft. Most of what they predicted never came true. Now, I know one thing is that if any company fails to adapt to the changing circumstances, they will fail. Take, for example, Blockbuster. They did not adapt to the streaming side, and guess what? They had to close down. And look at GameStop. GameStop had the renting system of the video games. They failed to adapt their model, and look, they are in dire straits. And there are many more examples of persons or companies failing to adapt what is being or what is going on in their industry, and at the end of the day they fail. So when Sony fans keep saying that Microsoft is wrong for adapting, meaning putting their games on PC, looking at remote play, looking at streaming, they are really old dinosaurs who still think that what defines a gaming generation is how many console is selling. These gamers are so old, they are so dinosaurs, they are so prehistoric that they do not know that if they fail to adapt, they will go away just like the dodo bird. Yes? So this is a recent study done by this particular media outlet, and they asked the children, the young ones, what they prefer, physical games or downloadable games, or for example, services. Notice what they said.
Game subscriptions tops kids' holidays wish lists, US survey finds. Only 22% of respondents who plan to ask for video game gifts want physical titles. That's according to an Ipsos poll of 501 US children aged 10-17, which was conducted on behalf of the Entertainment Software Association, ESA. It found that 72% of respondents plan to ask for video game gifts for Christmas, ahead of money gift cards 70%, clothes/accessories 66%, electronics/tech items 62%, physical toys and games 38%, tickets and experiences 32%, arts and crafts 28%, and books 26%. Of those hoping to receive video game-related gifts, 39% said they plan to ask for subscriptions, ahead of consoles 38%, Game Gear/accessories 32%, in-game currency 29%, and physical video games 22%. The Ipsos survey also included a sample of 500 adults aged 18 to 65. Almost a third, 32%, said they plan to buy video game gifts for themselves or others. These respondents expected to spend an average of $485 on game-related presents this holiday season. More than 212 million Americans play video games regularly, so it comes as no surprise that games are at the top of this year's wish lists, commented ASA President Stan Pierre Lewis. Whether a family is getting a new console, updating their controllers and headsets, or adding to their library with new games and expansion packs, we know video games are a great tool for families to play together and connect during the holiday season and beyond.
So there you have it. It's very clear that the stats and statistics are saying that, physical media is on its way out, right? Even physical consoles is on its way out. Would it be the next generation or the generation after that? We are not sure, but it's clear that the trends is shifting. The gaming industry is changing. Now, these ponies are so old that they cannot see what some of these analysts are seeing. They cannot see that a gaming generation will no longer be decided by how many physical consoles are sold. But they will soon have to learn if they don't adapt. These old dinosaurs.
Like an old has-been. Look at yourself, old man. You got multiple chins 'cause you're old.
So give me your feedback on everything we spoke about today. It could be about Sony making that new deal with that Korean company. It could be what could be Xbox new announcements at the Game Awards. Or do you think that consoles will always be around, physical media will always be around, and this console war will continue until you have your great-grandchildren? Let me know in your comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.